Sorry about that. How's everyone doing? I'm just showing you my dovetail goodie bag. Actually, let me get it back. There you go. How's that? Let me get the desktop audio going as well while I remember, or else you won't hear any sound. There you go. Little drawstring bag. Quite nice. If you're into that kind of thing. How are you doing? Let me know if everything's working. What's that you're holding? Yeah, I've chucked it over there now. Good evening, everybody. We're going to do some TSW6 because why not? We did Preston Classic last week. Let's get back to TSW6. I'll say some good evenings first. I can see the chat is racing through. I can see Mike B is there. Wesley Kelly is there. Railroad Unlimited from Miami. Welcome, welcome. We've got G Dave, of course. Pete Wright is the IC225. Good evening. Elliot is the GW Photography. Yes, I can see your messages tonight. Yeah, I can see them. David Drives, good evening. How are you? Who else have we got? GSN is the good evening to you. Anyone else? Carter's the good evening. Animal. I'm scanning. Snorko is there, of course. Snorko's always there. Bournes is here. He's not gone to the pub. Yeah, it worked. You'll get banned now for saying that. There he goes. He got banned for spamming caps. So there you go. Roll loud and clear. Oh, that's good. That's good. Right, let's go for the schedule, shall we? So last week, when I was away, I spent a bit of time with Johannes, who, of course, is the developer for Incredible Trains. And I thought that this is how I picked the routes. It kind of popped into my mind. I've not been on the Mildmay Line, and Johannes developed that. And he's interrupted me again, but thank you for that, Elliot. Superstar. Thank you for that. No message this time. You get a free message that I'll read out for that. Thank you for that, buddy. Yes, Mildmay Line. So Johannes and Incredible Trains did the Mildmay Line. We should be getting the extension at some point, which has been promised. This doesn't have the extension, by the way. This is the standard Mildmay. So we're going to start in the 378 and we're going to run that just because. Then we're going into the 47/3 for a two-parter. We're going from Deepdale and we're going back the other way. We've done it on stream going into Deepdale. We're going to go back the other way. So we're going to do that as a two-parter. That'll take us about an hour. Then we're going to go on the Crewe Milton Keynes in the 390/1 for a speed run, which will take us about an hour and a quarter. And if we've got time at the end, we'll see how long we've been streaming. We'll do a little bit of something else, which has just come to my attention today. So we'll see how we get on. But we're going to start with the Mildmay Line anyway. So hope everybody is looking forward to the stream. Thanks everybody for coming. I can see we got 28 in at the moment. Pete Wright is in. I miss Pete. Simon, good evening to you. Is there anybody else before I start? Don't think so. If you're lurking, you're more than welcome. But if you want to have a chat, just pop something in there and I'll have a look at it. Right. Choose a route. Let's do it. Mildmay Line. There you go. Which one did I actually pick out? Let me get my little schedule up. It is the 2 Yankee 76. Hang on. That's not right, is it? I should pick the 378 first. That will help me. Let me do that. Let me do that. Let me do that. I think it's the 5 car. Let's try again. 2 Yankee 76. And it is the... which one? There's a few of them. 1419. That one. I'll take the dynamic weather off because it's rubbish. Put a bit of cloud in. Off we go. Hopefully I can drive this thing after ages. Should be all right. 3-star, how you doing? Good evening. You're a fantastic big idiot. I've missed something there. I'm not going to agree with you or anything, but... Right. Here we are. Let's get set up, shall we? All right, master key. Forwards. Do the doors. Where's the lights on this thing? Up here, I think. Whoops. Headlights. Day running. GSMR. There it goes. Automatically registers that. Then safety systems are on this wall. So AWS. Vigilance. What else have we got? Is that it? I think that's it. Right, let's cancel that. And the schedule is Hackney Wick, Bourmerton, Hackney Central, Dalston, Kingsland, Canonbury, Highbury and Islington, Caledonian Road and Boynesbury. They're long names, aren't they? Camden Road, that's an easy one. Kentish Town, the place that isn't Kent, but it's Kentish. Gospel Oak, Hampstead Heath, Finchley Road and Frognall. West Hampstead, Bronsby Park, Kensal Rise, Willesden Junction, due in at 15:04. It's about 45 minutes, I think, this one. So that's what we are doing. Wait until 14:21. It says, let's try the horn. Good stuff. About half a minute to go. Mikey B, how you doing? Good evening. Welcome in. Pete Edmonds is here. Good evening. Bodcart first, Pete. 47/3 after this, so don't worry. Don't worry. There's something for everyone, hopefully. Acne. No H yet. Acne. Definitely. Oh, nice. And you can hear it as well. Hopefully the sound is alright. I have got it whacked up because this is a fairly quiet unit, isn't it? Right, let's go. Combined power and brake. I must get one of those blooming TS controller things. Because Dan from TS Controllers was at Dovetail last week as well. And he had all the kit set up. So I had a chance to... I drove a Pacer on Blackpool branches with the full kit set up. Absolutely loved it. It was great. I know I've got the TSCX, but that was a lot different, to be honest, because all the levers and everything feel like the real thing. Whereas the TSCX is in one, you saw it on the review that I did, it's all in one sort of box. And it's quite good, but I don't think it's as realistic as that, so that's going to cost me an arm and a leg. But we'll see how we do. Standish. Oh, that's it. Yeah, that's a very... I've heard that one before. Very good. And we'll be going through Standish probably. After this. Have you seen the ping I sent earlier about the time to... I did. Hold that fort. To the end. The sound sounds good. That's all right. That's good. You very nearly had your bank screaming at you looking at the kit. I know. Oh. Even the door panel. I don't know if you... I know some of you have seen them on various videos, and I know David Drives has got all the kit. He must, like, own the Royal Mint or something. But even the door panel. And I thought to myself, why would you buy just the door panel? You want the whole thing. But I tell you what, the door panel's really interesting because all the buttons light up and... Yeah, it was just... It was so much different being able to use that kit. And he only had one drive on it from Preston to Blackpool North. But it was weird not having to touch the keys or the Xbox controller. Right, Acne Wick is coming up. So we'll see who wants to get on or off. 25 into the platform. Yeah, I've not driven this route for ages. I quite like it, actually. I've not driven it for a long time. Good route if you like this overground stuff. There we go. Got a couple of takers. Yeah, that is true, GW, that is true. I have managed to get a pass for a couple of things. I just decide which to get first, I think. Des, how you doing? Good evening. Right, off we go to Homerton. Oh, you don't have a wife or children, that's the secret. All your money's your own, that must be a very special feeling. Wesley, you've not driven it for ages either. There's so much stuff now though, isn't there? It's just, it's difficult to choose. That's why we could do with a better sort of random, I've said this a few times, we could do with a better randomizer in TSW. So, you know, you can add or take away from a list of your favourites and just press a button and it'll pick one for you, you know, rather than having to choose each time. I know we've got a kind of quick drive sort of thing in TSW, but I never use it. It doesn't really work how I want it to work. But it's nice just to jump in and just go, right, let's play this. Right, Homerton's coming up. A lot of these stops are quite close together, of course. Once we get in the 47, it'll be a lot different. The expensive stuff first and gets it out of the way. You've got a point, yeah. Have you seen the flexi brake? Again, Dave's probably got it. The flexi brake is great. Just like the Pacer. It was. Very realistic. Dave's got the HST levers as well, which is something else I'd have to get. The thing I liked about it is you can, once you've got the controllers installed, with the software, you can just flick between TSW and TS Classic and it just sort of sets it up for you with no messing about. That's one big thing. The TSCX, you've got to choose in the software which train you want to drive first, which makes it slightly more of a faff. So the sort of automation of it is a big selling point. The stuff's not cheap, but it's very niche, I think, and it's, you know, if you spend as much time as some of us do driving these things, then... Right, Acne Central. That horn cuts off quite quick. There's no reverb or anything to it. That might be how it is. Pete, when you play this on your PS5, no passengers get on or off. I'll have to check that. Can't remember. I was doing the journey mode. That's one of the journey modes I've started on this route. On the PS5. But as I said, it's been ages. I'll have a look at it this week. I'll let you know. That's your excuse for not affording a PS5, an ex-wife, and 2 kids. You're going to need a PS5 though now. With all the development stopping for the old gen, you're going to have to try and find one. I think the second-hand market's not bad actually, you know. If you can get a decent one. More passengers than there was at New Street, that's true. eBay's got all animals' money. Lisa, how you doing? Good evening to you. My money's my money, she says. I don't blame you. Yeah, I was wondering about the horn. Yeah, it does sound a bit... It just cuts off straight away. We'll sound the horn from inside, shall we? Like... Yeah. I don't know about that. Anyway, Dalston, Kingsland is next. And we get to go to a super fast 45 miles per hour on this section. By the way, in the back behind me, because we're going various places, I've got it set to random, so I don't know what it will show behind me. So I think every 30 minutes it will change. So see if you can guess what location it's set to. 500 yards to go. Old gen going where it belongs in the bin, says Jason. Very controversial. The good thing is though, if you upgrade, I mean, you know, the current gen has been out ages. If you do upgrade, you won't lose any of your stuff. You'll get to play it, and you'll probably find that it'll be a massive uptick from what you were used to. So it's got added bonuses. A proper horn. Anyone remember Derek and Clive? No, I don't.
For your safety and comfort, this station operates a no smoking policy. This includes e-cigarettes.
We're early. Standard. That's got some kink in the middle. Look at that. See that? Proper dip right there. I can get the doors locked. Canonbury is next. Free store, used to catch the underground to Stratford, walk through the old shopping centre, get the bus to your digs. I bet Stratford changed a lot when London got the Olympics. Yeah, they probably tidied it up, didn't they, as well? Look at this dip here, look at the state of this. Not realised before. Very up and down, this one. Adam, good evening, how you doing? We need another DLC from ATS. I'm sure they've got a few planned. I'm sure they won't stop with what they've done. That was a big kink, yeah. This is Canonbury. Slightly over, I reckon. Take a look. It'll do. The driver's not getting out anyway. I can hear lots of people, but I don't see them. There's loads of them. I'll tell you what, London was hot on Friday. Oh my word. I came back from Chatham and I was meant to be on the Javelin, St Pancras, and all the Javelin services were like running really late because of the heat. And so I thought, sack this. So I jumped on a train down to Victoria instead, because they're all southeastern, so I thought they probably don't mind. Went down to Victoria, no aircon on the 375. It was murder. It was. Went across London on the Underground, also terrible. Got to Euston, got on the Pendolino to come back. No aircon on the Pendolino either. It was rough. It was rough. And I got back about 10:30, which was about 45 minutes later than it should. I was glad to get back, put it that way. But it was hot. It was like, I think in Chatham it was about 35 on Friday. So it was pretty hot. I was suffering a bit. And I got back to Preston and it was 19, which suited me better. 35 is for when I'm on my holidays, not when I'm in Chatham. Chatham's not got a lot going for it, let's be let's be honest. But it had great weather. Anyway, here we are, Highbury and Islington. And we got a single yellow there. Probably because of the other train, I assume. Don't know. We'll see. Good evening, Joe. How you doing? Train simulator drivers here as well. Good evening to you. How are you doing? Still on your tour. I don't know where you are at the moment. Good to see you both last week. You went to Faversham on Friday evening. Absolute carnage. Oh, it was terrible. On the way to Victoria, where I could see all the lines going off, I could see TSRs on the curves. So everywhere was like very cautious, I think. But it was hot. It was very hot. So I don't blame them, especially after 2 derailments recently. Caledonian Road and Bournemouth is our next stop. I was saying at the beginning, Joe, well, and Train Simulator Driver, because you've got one as well, but this would be a good train for your DBC Pro, I think. I overshot a bit there, didn't I? Oh my word. Alright, just, can we shut the door or not? Can't shut individual door. That guy's taking look at that guy taking a photo of the evidence. He's going to send it in to the supervisor. It's G.E. Dave again, giving me the red pen, look. Look at him with his camera. And to make it worse, we've got like 2 minutes to wait. We can get all the pictures he wants. Oh, dear. It's cooler today. It's cooler up here today, I'm pleased to say. Yeah, red pen time. Absolutely. Yeah, the ambient noise of the passengers just seems a bit too high for me. Because there's just not that kind of passenger volume. It's the only thing I would say. I don't know if the passenger volume is the passenger volume. I don't know if there's like a half or a full that they can implement, but more like a mainline station sort of hustle and bustle that. We were early on this one. The aircon on the unrefurbed Voyagers is bad. The aircon was bad everywhere, I think. Thursday and Friday last week. When I got to Euston, there's like a Sainsbury's local outside, just outside the station. I thought, right, I'm going in there now. I need a massive bottle of water, which was good, being as the aircon was off on the Pendolino as well. So I went in there, and people were just taking them out as fast as they could put them in the fridge. Crazy. I expected them to hike the price up as well, but they didn't. They were usual, which was quite nice. Yeah, I was early. I get early every now and again. We've still got a few seconds to go. Was it an overshot or an under platform? If anyone comes out of that door, they'll be under the platform. They're all behaving themselves though, look. John Travolta's there with his ponytail. We see him quite a few places, don't we? Thanks everyone for coming in. We got over 60 in at the moment. Thank you for that. Everyone will reach. Si, good evening, how you doing? Can't wait for DTG Direct. Yeah, it's on the 25th, isn't it? 5 PM UTC, I think it is. Couple of yellows coming up. No, one's gone green, so alright, but we're down to 20 before the platform at Camden Road. Make sure we don't overspeed, which is quite easy on this one. There's a decent pub at the side of Euston Station, is there? I'm never there long enough. I don't seem to ever be there long enough at all. And I'm there a lot, as you know, but very rarely go off the concourse. I'm kind of going down on the underground somewhere, straight from the concourse normally. Here's Camden Road. Try to make a better stop of it this time. Then we don't get any injuries if anyone wants to leave by the front doors. The Euston Flyer, is that a pub? Right, Kentish town. It's Kent-ish. But not the real thing. Nice bit of traffic on this route, isn't there, as well? Busy. There's quite a lot as well, detailed scenery right close to the track as well, which I quite like about these routes. Up to 45, right before the station. Pop back in. I saw an uncollected collectible there. I think on the PS5 I did get them all for this route. I don't bother on the PC. I think we talked about that last time. I used to collect them because of the trophies. On the PlayStation, you would get one of the trophies you would get for each route is to collect all the collectibles for a route. So I didn't mind doing it because you get to see on foot a lot more of the actual route than you do when you're driving in a bit more detail. But then they dropped the trophies for new routes, and there's just trophies for the core now, so I don't bother as much. I spend my time doing the driving instead, which is what you should do, really. But
please have your ticket ready for inspection.
Right, let's get the doors closed. Off we go. Gospel Oak. Yeah, there you go, Stitch. You tell them. Why can't people be patient? Yeah, you'll know everything on the 25th. So I would say, whatever you've heard, whatever you've seen, nothing gets confirmed till the Dovetail Direct. So don't spoil it for yourself, is what I would say. Ignore people and just wait for the 25th. All will be revealed, as they say. Right, I'm coming down to a 20 at the station. Good evening, John. When's the extension coming? We don't know. We only know that it's coming. So, yeah, your guess is as good as mine. And as I was saying at the beginning, I'm only playing this one because I was talking to Johannes quite a bit last week. And so it reminded me I'd not been on this route for ages, so I'll give it another go. You found all the cats on the route, which is much more fun. Yeah, the station cats. Andrew, good evening, how are you? How much is the extension? I think the extension is going to be free, isn't it? I think they already said that. If you already own the route. Jason will tell me if I've misread that. Oh no, there he goes, he's already done it. Yeah, there's no ETA on it. There's no ETA, he's quite right. But yeah, if you own this route already, you'll get it. So you don't have to buy anything for that. Anything extra, I should say. Right, Hampstead Heath is next. And 350 yards. That was a better one. You don't play this route very often because you think it's too slow. Yeah, it depends. If you like this type of route, it's a very good route. I know what you mean, though. You know me, I like the longer, faster routes. But, you know, it's nice occasionally to come in and play one of these. It's a good route in its own right. Finchley Road and Frognall is next. And then we've got West Hampstead, Bronsbury Port, Kensal Rise, Willesden Junction at 15:04. So, not long to go. Yeah, it's just over a week to the direct, isn't it? Exciting. Very exciting. You wonder if we'll get another release before the direct? Trying to think what there is that's known that could come out. Not sure. Try to remember if traditionally in August, when there's been a direct, have we had anything previous years? I can't remember. Can't remember at all. There's been that many DLCs now. I used to be able to tell you when exactly they came out right near the beginning, but then we started to lose track with so many. Yeah, why are you looking forward to the direct, Jason? That's a good question. He's trying to bait you. West Hampstead. Oh, you think the 70? Yeah, we know about the 70, don't we? Yeah, not sure. Here we are at West Hampstead. Have we got 3 notches of brake on this? I can't remember. That's emergency. Yeah, we got 3 notches. Honestly, couldn't remember. I do now. Nick, good evening. How you doing? A Train Sim World Anniversary Edition. What do you reckon? It's approaching 10 years since TSW released. Yeah, that's next year, is it? Is it next year? I'm trying to think. I mean, I would expect if the 10-year anniversary is coming up, I would expect they'll mark it in some way. I don't know how, but you know, bit of a milestone. Remember when TS Classic was 15 years old, quite recently? They did a little bit for that. I don't know if they did anything when TS Classic was 10 years old, though. I wasn't doing it then. Right, Bronsbury. Sounds a bit posh. It's still got the same graffiti, though. So I don't know whether it is. Have we got 3 notches? But no, I wonder if there's a 4, if that's why I put it in emergency, just to try it. That's a good suggestion, Nick, that, yeah. Laserjet always wants steam trains. I don't know, Elliot. Why do you? Only you can answer that. Right, we're off to Bronsbury Park. It's not far. How fast we can accelerate. There's 4 notches of power. I know that. And just like that, you've shot to number 1 there in the chat, Elliot, as well. That's probably that donation you made as well. That's put you up there, I bet. It's funny how most of you don't bother about that anymore. The first couple of weeks, you're all trying to get first place, including Stace, who didn't like being knocked off the top slot, and now you all don't bother. It had its day, didn't it? Well, its week, I should say. Market sweep with Dale Winton. Oh, God. I'm surprised you haven't started talking about food yet. We've not been through that phase yet. Yes, a good reminder, Jason. Thank you very much. Yeah, everyone just give me a little thumbs up if you don't mind. That'd be great. It goes without saying as well that whatever does happen at Dovetail Direct, if there's new stuff, which we all expect, we shall be playing it on the channel in the usual way. So keep your eyes out for that. Whilst we go to Kensal Rise.
Vehicles parked at unauthorised points may be clamped or removed.
Oh no, he's done it again. He's going to ping now. Let's get the food chat going, guys. Elliot says. Thank you for that, Elliot. I bet everyone would have started it. Look, Pete Wright, he's already talking about pizzas. They would have started it without that, I'm sure. The XP thing got silly when people were off for a week beforehand. Yes, Bournes. This. I think you were the two biggest culprits. Yeah, cheers, Mikey. Thanks for coming in. He's off to enjoy his tea now. The food talk has started. That's another one I've just gone past. Look. It's only the driver's door again though this time, so it's fine. Tough crust, here we go. You're out of tea, Railroad, that's no good. Wilson Junction, which is our final stop. In 1 mile, that's our biggest hop between stations, I think, on this route. Let's go for it. Where's Ratty? Yeah, Ratty is probably having a kebab, yep. See what you've started now, Elliot. The track sounds pretty good. Sorry, not sorry. You know my opinion of pizzas anyway. Because of the cheese factor on them. But yeah, get your hat and your coat. Here we are into Willesden. We don't want to overshoot this one. See if there's any traffic anywhere that we can see. Oh, here we go. Right on cue. Here comes the Pendor. We won't lock the doors till he's gone. Going into Euston. Nice. Nick, what a start. Have a couple of meetings in. Great channel. Really enjoy it. Very chill. Thanks for that, mate. I appreciate that. Thank you for those kind words. GG's for Nick there, everybody. Thank you very much, buddy. Right. We are going to Crewe Preston next. And we've got two-parter to do. Just get my little schedule up. It is, of course, the 47/3. Now, do we want to run the BR blue one, or do you want the rail freight grey one? You let me know. I'll give you about half a minute to tell me which one you prefer. We'll see if we can pick the one you want. They are GW. Look, that's what you're asking me about. BR blue says Wes. Anyone else? Any preference? We got the rail freight grey or the BR blue. Freight grey, blue. I think blue's winning at the minute. Blue. Spamming the caps again. I'm gonna go for the blue. Unless someone says anything different now, I'm going for the blue. There we go. And this is, let me get the schedule. It is 6p81. So let's do that. 6p81. I think these two, the part 1 and 2 going to Deepdale, we did actually on one of the live streams, didn't we? So we're going back the other way this time. Drive the Speedlink service from Deepdale Coal Concentration Depot to Arpley Extension Siding. So we're going to do both parts of this. We'll take the weather off and we'll do the usual. Put a bit of cloud in. And we'll do that. Les Ross was at rugby on Saturday. Yeah, I saw it on the way down. Right at the end of there's like a little bay platform at the end of the station. It was in there. Your missus will divorce me for giving that one. That's because you spend too much on the North End. That's what that is. I'm surprised she hadn't divorced you for that. Right, we are going out of the depot. There we are, back to the Clag. Looks like we're all ready to go. We're all hooked up, ready. So we'll get everything set up and we'll do it. So we'll have the master key first of all into forwards. We'll get the lights on and the desk light, if I can get it with the plumbing controller. That's it. Headlight is up here. I'm struggling with this tonight, you know. Hang on. Let's do it with this. It's just easier. And we've got the DSD, change end switch, AWS, windows down here at this side, and we should be ready to go. Now let me just check the, not that one, this one. Bet we got the points. Oh, that was right. No, it's not. Now it's right. So we should be good to go. Let's get the brakes off. Let me know how the sound is as well, because obviously the 47's a lot louder than the 378 for obvious reasons. It's a beast. And it's got a proper horn. You like the 47 railroad? Pretty good. Use keyboard shortcuts, yeah, but then it doesn't feel the same when you do that. Interacting with the cab's much better. A driver has no keyboard, does he? We can't do it. Yeah, wave to Tintin as you're passing. He's up there now. He's there. You just see him. He's up there. Or I'm up there. He doesn't look like me, but they don't have my exact character in the game, so they just have to go with... I just said to him, right, he said, is it alright if I put you in the game? I said, of course it is. I said, just don't give me a bald head. I didn't want a bald head. If you're going to give me a bald head, I would have said, stick a cap on it. So there you go. That's the story behind the character. It's not like me, but it's like, just not got a bald head. Apologies to anyone out there in the chat that's got a bald head, including Stace. The volume's good. Excellent, excellent. You've avoided this section of the route so far? Are you kidding me? There he is. We might as well have a look. Not that I've not looked before. There you go. Nice touch. I'll be eternally grateful to him for that, to be honest. Rotten fruit ready to throw out the window at the spotter. Follically deficient. I forgot you got a bald head. Right, we uncouple right here, so wait for it to register. Stood on a box or floating. It's a little like a little step ladder thing. Show you. Which is why when I went down in that video to have a look where it was, I took a little step ladder like that and stood in the exact spot. So there you go. That's a long time standing up. That feels like when I went to Chatham. I was standing up a lot then as well. Right, we're going to the head shunt, so once again we'll just double check that we've got the path direct. I think it should be. Yeah, let's do it. We'll go to the straight brake as well. Helps if I put it in forwards again. There we go. Baldy locks and the 7 Corks. Oh my god, he's on one tonight. I've only got one jumper, that's true. Yeah. Across Skevington Road, we'll just have to trust that the gates are shut, and they are. Right, so we're going back to the Sidings. We should probably change ends, I think, shouldn't we? For this. So let's do that. Is there a knack to getting this into shutdown, by the way? It's always a bit fiddly, that. Straight brake actually can be off, can't it? Reverse it off. Key off. Gonna have to do all this again soon. Up here we go. Do that. Do that. In fact, I'm not going to put the AWS or anything on for this little run round because it doesn't seem to be a point to it. I should have put a tail light on as well, but nobody's watching. I will need the change end lever on though. That's one thing we'll need. And the lights. Right, let's just check the road once again. That one's alright. That one needs to change. And this one. Oh, you have to wait for the air to drain fully before the shutdown. I wonder why sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Right, thanks for that. I didn't realise that. How was the day at DTG? Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, usually go once a year. Good chance to see everybody. Spend a bit of time talking to Matt and everybody else that's there. And Harry, she's mad. You all know. And everybody else that's there. Jason's usually there. Brain Sim Driver has been there last couple of times. All the way from Australia. Joy's there, British Ace. Mega Sim. Trying to think who else you would know. Most of the ambassadors are there. Marco, how are you doing? Good evening. You're meant to be looking this way, pal. He lost his shoulders then, did you see that? Right. We'll then push it back and then we'll make our way to Preston after that. Once we've done this run round. Learn something new every day, you certainly do. Oh no, I showed the Diet Coke before. You must have turned away when I showed it. Original Tomcat, how you doing? Double checking the points. Yeah, we're going for the haunted tunnel. Absolutely. Best done in daytime, like this. Couple to the vehicles. Right, so we're going back behind us. So here we go again. So, right, let's try it this time. So we go there. Wait a few seconds. Can we see it anywhere on here, by the way? Am I looking somewhere specifically there to know when it's done or not? Yeah, you're right. Just leave it and it does it. Yeah, I didn't know that. So I'm pleased about that. That brake can come off now. That can go to off. That can go to off. And that. And that. And that. We'll squeeze down this side this time. There we go. Right. Need to change the points up here. That one. Sorted. Right, off we go. Andrew, how are you doing? Good evening. Hey up, Jordan. How are you? Drive backwards. Well, I could have done, but I'm sure that's not the proper way. This line's closed. Yeah, this line is, yeah. It is, yeah. The track is still there, actually. Not this bit. I think this bit has been built on now, actually. But once you go back towards Preston and go through the tunnel, the track is still there. Because the plan is to open it from Preston Station as a tram route, part the way through Preston, up to near me actually, where I am, which will be quite good. Not that they'd use the same track that's there now, it's ancient, they'd have to replace everything, pretty much. But this part is, if you ever look at my video where my character is, when I went down there, you can see there's kind of a big fence here now. And you can't see beyond it because of all the vegetation, but I think it's all been built on pretty much. This part here, the track still goes through the road. They obviously couldn't be bothered pulling that out, so that's still there. Let's do this as slow as we can. A little bit short. And a bounce. Now we should push this back. and then we're right in the direction then for going back to Preston. So let's do this. That one I think is still fine. We're just going a bit further back this time. So let's set that off. We need the driver's brake this time. Off we go. Oh, good, Andrew. Thanks. Yeah, not bad. Some of the gauges from this class were in the autocar you drove today. Nice. And the buttons. You used to send the second man to the rear cab to guide you back. Sometimes use the fire, but yeah, because you can't really see a thing, can you, from here? Let's just have a look. There's just like no way. I mean, we got the head out button. View. Yeah. There is a head out, but even here you can't really see anything, can you? You definitely need somebody. Have you seriously not driven this part of the route, Dave? What's happened to that green shed there? Look at the windows. You see that? As we got near, they reformed. Was an odd effect. Again, look at the windows on the green shed. Now we need to go all the way back so that we're clear of the points behind us. And then we just need to swap ends one more time and we're on the way. Wigan Northwestern is our next stop on this one, which gives us a bit of a decent run. It's working now, you see. I was struggling with that because I didn't know. I'm pretty chuffed with that bit of information, to be honest. And how long I've been driving a 47 now? Ages. Right, let's put the window up, because we won't be back in this cab again. $47,301, by the way. I know it's a little bit sad. Do you remember when we got the Class 31 on Tees Valley? I'm guilty of writing all the numbers down. Every single one that I drove, I wrote the numbers down. I did that for ages. I don't know why. I just did. I think I was looking for a pattern to see how regularly we got certain ones. I don't do it anymore though. It just, as I drove that many of them, it just took me too long getting the pad out and writing them down and all that stuff. But That was TSW2 as well, that, by the way. It was a while back. Let's check the points before we do anything. I think we just need that one. Yep, just that one. That one's okay, and I think we're alright after that. Right, brakes off. Bet the lights are on. Yep, it's all good. He says, should be alright now, I think. You love 47 at max throttle, hearing the turbocharger working hard. Yeah, you can really hear that turbo in that AP version for TS Classic. Who wants to stop in Wigan? We're all stopping in Wigan. How's the brakes on the 47? Alright. Yeah. It's so sad, yeah. Ennerdale, how are you? Good to see you. We'll leave the windows up, then the spook can't get us in the Miley Tunnel. It's really steep downhill, that. The brakes on the HAAs are bad. Come to think of it, they are pushing me a little bit right now. It's difficult to slow down. This bridge is still here, by the way. You can walk up and over that still. It looks exactly like that. Was there an update for console on this? I think there's been a couple of updates for this in the last month or so. It depends when you last played it, I think. These flats have gone now. I think I might have mentioned that before. These tall flats, Mirror Lane, they're well gone. The tunnel is coming up. Hold on to your hats. You're high maintenance. I bet that beard of yours is high maintenance, I know that. Tunnel's a bit bright, isn't it? I don't know whether they'll fix that or not. Pete, you've been doing the merry-go-rounds quite a lot with a pair of Class 20s. Yeah, good services. Bit slow when you get to do the unloading, but good fun. Ennerdale, some of the blurriness has been cleaned up. It's kind of on a train by train basis they've been doing it, I think. And for this route, I think there was a specific fix for this route as well to help it. You might just have to give it a try and see how you get on. You used to collect for an insurance company in the tower blocks. Yeah, Moor Lane tower blocks. Probably been gone about 15 years now, I think. Went to watch them getting flattened. It was the old dynamite under the bottom and they just pancaked. Is my next goal 40k subscribers? My next goal is always the next one subscriber, I would say. And then the 40k will come eventually. Yeah, give it a go later and see how you get on. I can't remember, are you on the Xbox, Ennerdale? Can't remember. Xbox is definitely the roughest overall, I think. It's not that bad, Pete. Oh my word. Once we get off the branch, we're back to speed. You haven't noticed any blurriness at all since the update. I have on the PS5, but it's definitely reduced. Right, we're coming off the branch now. You'll be pleased to know. Cumberland House, it rings a bell, that, yeah. You's always telling me to do. You're telling me to do the BI Blue stuff, and you've got to done your big shot. I would have stuck to the Mildmay Line just to annoy you if I'd have known. Once we've done this, by the way, we're in the Pendo at speed. Yeah, you have to do it for the fun of it. Definitely. Right, we're not stopping here, straight through to Wigan. Straight through platform 5. I caught the Lumo from over there. Platform 6 on Thursday. I think the Lumos must almost exclusively use that platform now. So I noticed they were arriving in there as well. Oh look, there you go. There he is. There's Les Ross. He's not at rugby no more. You're planning to do a full journey from Glasgow Queen Street to Mallaig with no ads, full detail, one last hurrah, see you later, Dad. Sounds good. Sounds good. Oh, you like fast BR Blue? We're getting a little bit faster now. $14 to Wigan. Yeah, cheers Paul, thanks for coming in. You've written down all the 86, 87 numbers. Hey, you see, I'm not on my own. I haven't done it for ages. Les Gray, yeah, a bit different. Right, bit of a canter now down to Wigan, 13 miles. How's the sound? Is the sound still okay? Bit louder now, we're at full thrash. I couldn't have told you sung that. I know the song, but I couldn't have told you that. And now it's going to be in my head all night. It's one of them types of song. approaching Leyland. Looks like I got some brakes on there. Let me just hold the overcharge button a little bit. That's better. Steve, good evening, how you doing? What spec is my PC? Oh, do you know, everyone asks me this and I don't know off the top of my head. Right, let me see if I can just bring it up. Just check with no greens. It is. I've got 32 gig of RAM, I know that. I've got a 4080, I think it is, graphics card. Hang on, let me just put some power in. And I've got a 5900X processor. It's fairly decent. I need to get a list of them, start putting them down in the description. I always forget because I built two PCs. They're slightly different spec. Nice bounce on the 47, yeah, true. Don't you hate it when you accidentally put your train you're driving into emergency and don't stop in the right place? Is that what you do a lot? You do that a lot? I don't know. I've never done that. Not by accident, I haven't. Not on purpose, I should say. Right, are we doing 8.9 to go? There's the rail freight, 47. If he's on about before, that was when I was testing to see how many brake notches there was. I put it in emergency on purpose to see. I genuinely didn't know how many brake notches there were. Was that not like an hour ago? I've still got 7.8 to go. This is part 1. We have a part 2 as well. Railroads been guilty of emergency stop a few times. Yeah, it happens. It's there for a reason. You're running yours on a laptop, Steve. I've never seen it running on a laptop, to be honest. I mean, there is a minimum spec, which they always publish, and a recommended spec. So theoretically, you should be all right. But I bet the minimum is really the minimum when they sort of display what that is. They put that out there. Station are we on, by the way? Don't know, but there's a lot of trains going to Guildford. You start going downhill around the Copple Mill. Yeah, that's true. Which is not that far away. Uphill right now, this is the other side of it. The right mind wants to go to Guildford. I don't think I've been to Guildford, but there's a lot of trains going there. There must be something going on. Yeah, I don't know what the station is. As I said at the beginning, it'll change every half hour. It'll change. Got it on the randomizer, and I've got it set to all stations as well. So it could be anything. Yeah, Coventry DLC. When? Right, we've got 3.7 to Wigan, so let's just have a quick look at the schedule. Wigan's where we finish this part. We'll go on to part 2 then, finish it off, which is a bit shorter. Have a look at the schedule. Part 2 is 20 minutes. Then we're in the Pendle after that. Phil, good evening. Is Hartlepool on this game? No, I don't think it is. Probably the nearest you get to that will be the Tees Valley line, I think. Which starts in Darlington, goes through Middlesbrough, Is it really that bad in Guildford? I don't know if we've got anyone in from Guildford, have we? Between what Pete says and what GW says when we're on the review or around there seems to be nowhere good to live in the UK. every place that we go, nobody likes it. No one said anything about Wigan yet. This is where we really need to get some brake in, and it is sluggish. Because we do have a red coming up. But I can't tell whether the station's before the red or after. I think it's after. Have you not played it, Phil? The game yet, TSW? Here's Wigan coming up. Mike was right about the downhill on this, which is fine if you're in one of the ACs. But with these wagons behind, in the 47 or the 20, can be a little bit ropey if you're not careful. We've got a yellow now anyway, so we're good. Not played it yet. Are you planning to get it, Phil, just out of interest? Happy birthday, Aaron. How are you doing? If you overheat the 87 and 86, your train blows up. I haven't tried it yet. Wigan Walgate is down there. Trains to Southport. Not a bad little run to Southport actually. There's nothing to do at Southport when you get there really anymore. Seems to have gone downhill a bit last time I was there the other week. But it's a decent run on a train anyway. Actually got a 10 there. Great Monday evening entertainment, good banter, lots of fun. You wouldn't think I tried to play this seriously, would you? Now then, Richie, how's it going? You got back in one piece, did you? Eventually. Did you go back on the Saturday as well? I think you went back on Saturday. Got Chego, how you doing? Good evening to you. Nice, got a bit of Porsche selection down there. Not seen that before. I don't suppose we come for this platform that often, do we? Now on this one, I'm not that worried about stopping a little bit short. Because we're nearly on a 1% downhill and we know about the brakes. There we go. Took 51 minutes, that one. I could go into free roam, but I don't know how long we'll have to wait. So I'm going to go back to the timetable to pick part 2. It'll just be a bit easier. Let me just get the schedule up again. It is 6 Papa 8 1. Is what I want to search for. Yeah, long time no see. Right, let's just put it up here. 6B 81 part 2. There he is. Take that off. Do that. Yeah, all good. Scotch, yeah, all good. Who's talking about biscuits again now? Pete again, look. Christy, how are you? Good evening to you. Welcome in. Thanks everybody for coming in. Don't forget to leave me a little like if you don't mind. That would be great. Right, here we are. It says wait for a moment, but that usually means get everything set up. So I'm going to do it with a mouse this time, just because. Put that into forwards. We'll have a bit of that. We'll have a large bit of that. And a little bit of that. And I think we're good to go once we get the light. So we are going to Arpley Shunt Neck 4 and then Arpley Old Siding 4 still. Just completing the run up from Deepdale. A northerner, he's from Birmingham. That's not north. That shows just how down south you actually are, that. Right, let's get these brakes off. You'll like it only when you feel satisfied with the stream. Oh my god, she's so demanding. Right, off we go. 12 miles to Arpley, that's all. Giving us a different 47 for part 2. But it doesn't matter. Honorary northerner. Feather is saying get over there, which we will do as long as I can stay at 15 miles per hour. Actually, we've got a 25 coming up. There you go. Go a little bit faster. below Wigan is down south. Yeah, I don't know. There is always a debate, isn't there, about the divide. But Birmingham's definitely not north. It's north of where he lives, but it's not north. Above Bristol. Oh, God. Yeah, see you, Dave. Thanks for coming in. Right, we can thrash it a bit. What the gap. Kill a thrash. And it soon gets to 60 with a little bit of a dip behind it. Nurse. Yeah, it's noisy, weren't it? It was noisy out there. It's a little bit quieter on the inside. It's definitely a lot louder than the 378. Nine to go. Your ears are ringing. I did tell you to tell me if it was too loud. Do you want me to turn it down, or is it alright when I'm sort of coasting? Let me know. I can mess around with it. Even in the cab, it's up in the yellow. I can see it halfway up the yellow. Yeah, it is. On my soundbar as well, it sounds pretty good. I have the bass whacked up. When I'm playing the game through the soundbar, the rumble is always there. I have to have it down quite low because of the bassy side of it. It's good though. Fine inside. Keep the volume where it is. Right, okay. We're not far from Warrington. I'm just telling you. If you want to speak to Bournes about it. That signal bell will get you every single time though. Loud. Nuremberg, Ingolstadt, for me on PS5 it's been alright. It's been alright for me. I've not noticed anything. We've got second yellow coming up. Single yellow. So I'll just manage the speed before we get there. Just in case. Yeah, you best turn it down. We're in the Pendo next, a bit quieter. So you might get away with it, Pete. I like the Warrington jokes. I do like the words. That's why I wanted to mention it before we got there. Aye, aye. Not noticed that before. Snitcho, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to know you're still recovering. That's good. Oh, you're from Warrington, Bill. That's you and Bournes together then. You escaped to North East Yorkshire. Is that seriously all Warrington's famous for, Bournes? Kerry Katona? There's got to be something else. Keeping my eye on these yellows, that's why I'm not at full speed. We have a 50 coming up anyway, so. Did a power station over there. Fiddler's Ferry. Was that the last time when we looked at the 90? That is a long time ago. Right, we've got 3.8 to go till we get to the shunt net. Then I presume we've got a reverse, maybe? I don't recall doing this one. Yeah, I do remember that, Pete, yeah. Yeah, I didn't know that was Warrington. So, Pete Postlethwaite, famous. Tim Curry, famous. Bert Kwok, pretty famous. And you mentioned Kerry Katona. You must be her agent or something. Oh, traffic's moving slow, look at that. Can't record it as a reverse. Yeah, just that extra step. I don't know if that's a reverse or not. It suggests that it is. If you stop at the shunt neck, shunt neck's usually a dead end, aren't they? So I presume then there's a reverse, but we'll see. Thanks once again everyone for coming in. Gonna hop out of this one into the Pendo after this. So the one that we're doing in the Pendo is Lime Street to London Euston. We're not going from Lime Street, of course, but that is an hour and a quarter, that one. Which is a decent run. I was thinking we haven't seen much come past us. One and a half to go. See Warrington coming up on the mini-map at the top, or the track monitor as it's properly called. Put some speed into it. We definitely would not stop with this if I did that. Did that? It just... Oh, there's a big pause. There's a big stutter. There we are. That's what happens when you get to Warrington. Always keeps a little bit of braking, as you can see there. You don't hold your finger on the release overcharge button. We need to get down to a 15 just after the station, so let's see what we can do. Yeah, it's 86, yeah. Is this building still here, boys? This one? Looks suspiciously like an hotel, but... Right, we got the green signal there. So we'll need to check if we've got the road to the shut neck. Let's just have a quick look. Seems alright to me. Bit stuttery, isn't it, around Warrington? There's that much going on. That's paused again. $800 to go. That's what your PC keeps doing, but not just at Warrington. Yeah, Warrington's a bit resource hungry, and they fixed it once. Do you remember when we did the when we were live and we did the run from Carlisle down to Crewe? We got to this bit and it just went bang just as we came through Warrington Station. So there's always been a bit of an issue there, I think. But I think that particular issue that we had that night was fixed in one of the recent patches, but it looks like it still needs a bit of work. I think they are working on performance issues, as I understand it, JT, for that. I don't know specifically what, but I know they're still working on a few things. Yeah, it might not be a reverse this. I don't know. We'll see. See what it is. Wait for 1 minute. Okie doke. Andrew, good evening, how you doing? It's not like this in Preston right now, you've got your flippers on. Is it? Oh, it is, yeah. It's pouring down again. I don't mind it so much after the way it's been. You're quite right. Slashing it down. Right, let's wait for this minute. Arpley Old Siding number 4, it is indeed behind us, so let's just make sure that we can get there alright. That one's good. That one needs to go there, like that. That one needs to do that. This is complicated, this one. Right, I think we're alright. Let's see how we go. We'll just double check it. Make sure we're going blue all the way. Right, I think we're alright. Yeah, it must be that 1 minute must be the game setting different points and stuff. I expect loading the next bit of instruction. Send some rain down to Derbyshire. Is it that bad? Yeah, we had a bit of rain on Saturday. A little bit, Saturday night. It rained last night. And today it's been on and off all day, I think. Pretty much. Right, looks like we're going to the right place, which is encouraging. Would they do this really drive backwards? Yeah, they do. Propelling, it's called. Yeah. Well, you have to be careful to stop. Which is the problem with some of these. Because you see the buffers right at the end there. So, gotta be nice and easy. The whole train's in the siding now anyway, so it's good. There we go. Good run that, over 2 points from Deepdale. So that's that. We're going to go on to the Pendolino now. So it is Crewe Milton Keynes is what we want. Send the rain to Devon and Cornwall. Yeah, it's pretty dry everywhere, pretty much. Don't get me wrong, all the grass around here is pretty yellow, but hopefully this'll help a little bit. Crewe to Milton Keynes. We want not the reduced. We want this one. So we want that. Is it the 390/1? It is. And the one we want is the 1 Alpha 19. There we go, 944. Shall we have a little bit of rain? What do you reckon? Light rain. We'll have a little bit. Not too much cloud. Hopefully it doesn't give us that stupid bright sky. I can't stand that. When it's raining, the sky's really bright. If it is, we're redoing it. You whack the buffers. It's easy with those brakes to do that. How would they know how to stop? Yeah. There would be... They probably... It could be somebody with a walkie-talkie. Before that, there could be somebody stood there sort of signalling or something. Or I suppose they could... If they know the train length, they'll know how far out of the driver's window you need to come back, I would think. Right, operate this Avanti West Coast service from Crewe to Milton Keynes, calling at Lichfield, Trent Valley, Tamworth and Milton Keynes. The sky's not too bad. We'll go with that, I think. Right, master key. Into forwards. Doors are open, which is good. Let's just cancel that. Daylights. Put that on bright. Cancel all these. And then we'll go and do the safety systems, but I'll do them with the mouse just because it's easier. So AWS views is first. DSD, we'll have a bit of that. Vigilance, and then finally we've got AWS right there. It's bright in here, but it's sometimes too bright in the cab. Do you not think? It's almost as if you've got the cab light on. Wipers. Yeah, they are. And we can lock the doors. Right, Lichfield, Trent Valley is first in 38 miles. Let me get the Streamlabs back up again. There we go. No, it's fine, Andrew. There's no such thing as a stupid question. Well, there is, but only if one of the others asks it. You're all right. Now then, Pete, 888, how are you? So this train's a lot quieter. I will turn up the sound slightly. Once we get up to speed, it'll be a lot louder. Right, leaving Crewe, Lichfield, 38 miles. Down south we go. Feel attacked at that statement. I hope the aircon's working in this one at least. 37 action. There we go. Right, 110 miles per hour we can get to. M-Stitch, I'm going to have a drive a few routes over the next few days, try and get into everything again. Yeah, go for it. Go for it. Tintin's getting wild now. I'll crack the whip. Your last day of your holiday, back to reality tomorrow. Yeah, I hate that. It's great on the first day you're off, isn't it? But it always comes round. Jordan, how you doing? Good evening. All good, thanks. How about you? Don't cover up you hitting the buffers with the fish train story. It's how you doing? What time is Dovetail Direct? 25th. It's the 25th of August. 5 PM UTC, whatever that is. What is UTC? Is that like same as us at the minute? I don't know, I lose track. I wish they'd just say 5 PM UK time. It's much easier. Yeah, it just seems bright in the cab, doesn't it? Always does. Yeah, and the second time was Animal's fault because he said try it again. So I'm blameless on the second attempt, as well as the first one. 1 hour difference. So is it 6 PM for us or 4 PM for us then? Which way's the hour? That's not a bad timing though, because usually they've done it like, in the past they've done it like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. The cab light is definitely on in some of them. I think the 800s, I think the cab light is on, but in the Pendo it's not. Where's the button for it? Oh, there you go, cab light. It says it's on 1, but that means off. It's definitely not on. That's the cab light right there above. So it's not on. Somebody remind me what the speed set is again. Oh, Jason's there, he knows. It's Control C on TS Classic. Is it Control S? in TSW. I always forget. Oh, that 5 PM is a 3-hour countdown, is it? Ah, okay. It's not starting then. Or is it? Or control R. Right, I didn't know that. Well, we can try it now. Oh yeah, you're right. I have to make a note of that. Thing is it still raining? Yeah, it is raining. We've got 30 miles to go down to Lichfield. It's a mistake, JD did it. Get some tilt going. Pretty cool that. Did your selection for the army at Lichfield? Only time you've been? I don't think I've been to Lichfield. This route, Jordan, is Crewe to Milton Keynes. Which is always good for a good blast in the Pendo, 125. There are some services that go all the way through without stopping as well. But this one's a stopper today. Not many stops, but... we're due at 10:12 Lichfield Trent Valley. Check the tilt again. You're loving the Thames Valley line. Yeah, it's quite enjoyable, isn't it? Quite enjoyable. Bit like playing the Mildmay at the beginning of this. Bit slower paced, but quite enjoyable. You did a good job on that one, I think. Did Johannes? I told him so last week. I said I'd be quite enjoying it. Yeah, he's always knocking about. 66, just for Stace, but it was a blue one. Right, we need to reduce speed very shortly. It's pausing a bit, isn't it, tonight? Saying that though, I do swap builds a lot between the ambassador build and the public build. And sometimes if I haven't run on a specific route since the swap back, it can do that a little bit more. Yeah, I saw Joanna's, yeah. I already mentioned that at the beginning. Did you meet him? Did you see him? Nice fast stretch of line. True, it is. It is. That's why I thought I'd do this one after the freight one, which was obviously a lot slower. We kind of built it up. Mildmay was quite slow. The Deepdale up to Warrington was a little bit faster, and then we've got this. So we've kind of built it up. And I always like running the Pendo, as you know. It's one of my go-tos. God, that's very droll, that, Richie. Right, ready for the speed set. And we have 110 coming up, wouldn't you know it? There was a Pendo going up there, was there? That's interesting. This will be Stratford, I think. Yeah, it's good to see you, Jordan. Down to 85. Here's Stratford. Don't mention Northern. You saw the Northern then in the platform. There's a 323 there then at Stratford. 15 miles from Lichfield. So we have Lichfield, Trent Valley, Tamworth and Milton Keynes. Yeah. As if by magic, the Northern appears. Right, we've got 100 coming up. Now then, John, how's it going? You just spat your drink out. Well, you see, Mike, that's why I didn't go by train, because the last time we played there, I went by train, and I was alright going, but coming back, it took me hours in a massive queue to get on the train at Horwich, so I didn't bother this time. I would have liked to have gone by train, but it's just a bunch of muppets. Go from Birchwood towards... I've been to Birchwood. Can't remember what it was called. There was like some technology park in Birchwood. Can't remember the name of it. I did a job there once. If we're going to NK Plastics, we have to go on to Euston. I've got something else up my sleeve after this. If we still got time, what are we on? 2 hours 42 coming up. We'll see what time's like once I get to MK. Full schedule tonight from the looks of it. Yeah, not so bad. We've got a few things on. Everybody was talking about the south, so I thought we might as well head down there. They are good runs, these in the Pendo, I'll be honest. I was pretty chuffed when we first got the Pendo for West Coast Main Line South, and now we've got plenty of places we can run it, but it's even better. 10 to go. Yeah, Birchwood Business Park, that was it. And it was some kind of park. I didn't know it was business or technology, I couldn't remember. But yeah, that'll be it, yeah, that'll be it. I have got a short sleeve shirt on. Yeah, you'd think Northern will capitalise when there's a local game on like that. Bog carts. Now you're using it as well. Evening, Dominic. How you doing? You like the 805 and 807 on these ones as well this route? Yeah, pretty good. The Pendor's my favourite, but yeah, I quite like those two as well. They're very similar, aren't they? They're pretty similar. I think I have a soft spot for this because I've travelled on it so much, and that's the only reason. It's nice to drive as well. I can't have nothing up your sleeve. I knew that was coming. I was just waiting for you to finish your own joke first. Right, we've got 4.5. Right, first stop. Oh, that was dodgy then. I thought it was going to brake on me. Guy's gone pretty blue now, but it's still raining. Start slowing down, I think. Might be on time. Advanced premium is nice to see. I don't think I've been in that. First class seats without the food. What is that in, Mike? What unit is that? I don't see the point of like first class on some of these units. Seems like a bit of a cheat. It makes sense on one of these, for example. Here we are, this is Lichfield, Trent Valley. And just above us there is the Birmingham Cross City route as well. Which many of you have probably got in TSW as well. And just for Stace, yes, I did say Birmingham. There you go.
service to London Euston, calling at Tamworth, Milton Keynes Central, and London Euston.
Right, I've got a couple of minutes to wait. Where are they going, on the grass?
Due to today's wet weather, please take extra care whilst on the station. Surfaces may be slippery.
Behave yourselves. Look at them. Let's have a look up here while we're here. Yeah, so this is the Birmingham Cross City. You can drive up to here on that route. I presume there's AI traffic. I don't recall. I think there is. But yeah, the Birmingham Cross City traffic will appear there if you're there at the right time. Got another minute to go. Why was the time changed? What do you mean, the direct? I don't think it's changed, has it? Or do you mean changed from previous years? I'm not sure, really. $3.50. Again, it's another busy route, which is nice to see. We'll have a look at the doors closing, which is pretty neat with the step. Oh yeah, someone's come burning through again. An express Pendo. Right, let's close the doors. Yeah, watch the step, which is what it really does. But it's neat how they've animated it on this.
Service to London Euston, which is ready to leave. Please be aware that opportunist thieves operate at this
I love how it does that.
across the railway network. Do not become a victim of crime.
Tamworth's next.
Please also note that in the interests of safety, cycling, skateboarding and rollerblading are not permitted anywhere on the station.
First class premier dining on TFW is still the best. I'll have to try this sometime. Every time you show the pictures, I'm like, gotta try that. Only 5.5 miles to Tamworth, and then we've got Milton Keynes right after that. I thought you meant stays blocking Streamlabs. That step though, yeah, it is a small thing, but it's quite neat how they've animated it. Sounds as well, exactly the same. I don't think I've been to Tamworth either. Stopped there a lot of times on the way to and from, but Never got off there. Anybody know what the like count is on the stream at the minute? I can't see it actually from where I am. I've got the Streamlabs open instead. Hopefully everyone's clicked it for me. Been a good stream so far. Once we get this one done, as I said, we'll see what time it's got to. Might just put a small additional one on the end, not publicised. And you should find that one interesting, I think. You're in Tamworth the other day. I nearly went straight through Tamworth there. I wasn't even looking up at the speeds. So you wouldn't have seen me in Tamworth. Look how the sky's changing even though I turned off the dynamic weather and we had it custom. Strange. $58, that's all right. Nothing really remarkable about a station, is there? We'll have a look at it though. Get pizzas for 10 quid. Home delivery available. You hear the rain on the tin roof.
This is a safety.
Yeah, there's not much going on at Tamworth. Right, Milton Keynes is our last stop, 57 miles, but we should get up to speed, so it's not too bad. I could respond to what you've just put, but I'm not going to. You had your pizza. You're having some Alpha Bites? Oh my word. You're going to tell me you have them in the freezer in case your grandson comes around, aren't you? Really, your secret Alpha Bite eater. Like Or White's lemonade. Remember that advert? No, I'll get banned. Right, 75 across here, we're all good for that. And then up to 125. There we go. Speed set, they're ready. Yeah, Streamlabs can ban me as well. A long route, isn't it, this? All the dads and granddads now are going for the alpha bites out of the freezer, look. The only thing is, Boynes can't spell, so having all them letters is lost on him. Right, we got 54 to go. I gotta post pictures on the Discord. Alpha bite. Oh. An alpha bite standoff. Oh, we've got 100 coming up. Evening, Lee. You and Nightbot get along really well. Not. Yeah, I've got stream mods. You can have Nightbot. I can spell reek proper good. Down to 100. It twists and turns a bit. Check the Discord. Well, let me have a look. Don't put them on the main Discord. Oh god. I like how the W is actually an E and you've turned it. Oh god. He's at it now. Very good. No wonder your missus goes mad. She'll probably go through the next packet and just leave you with vowels or something. Take the rest out. So you can't make up any rude words. Right, let's get up to speed and then we'll put the speed set on. There we go. You know that drivers learn routes and memorise them over time. Just wonder why there are not signs like on a motorway on the gantries with info where they are how far it's initiated. Yeah, so they do it by landmark, or they'll count bridges or something like that. It's clever, really. That's why drivers only they'll do certain routes that they're sort of trained on. You were going to get the Class 90, says Lee, then you thought it'd be a waste of money for one route. Are you on PC? If you're on PC, there's mods which will add it to different routes as well. But the 90, obviously for the future, the 90 is one of those locos that is a bit like the 66. It's like everywhere. So as more routes come out over time, it's going to be one of those where you keep getting more and more use out of it. Just not yet, It's like the Pendo, for example. The Pendo, when it came out, was only available on West Coast Main Line South, but already it's available. You can use it in timetable mode on a few routes now because we got a bit more of the West Coast Main Line. So the modded... Oh, has someone done modded Pendo announcements? Yeah, I missed that one. You're on the Xbox Series X. Yeah, sadly then there's no mods for the Xbox, but as far as official routes, there's bound to be over time elsewhere for the 90. They'll get more use over time. It's not bad now, they fixed it. I didn't man it the first time round, but I was on the PC. Some of the safety systems, I was able to just use the Q button. But, if you play it on controller, it was a bit naff. But they fixed a lot of that now. It still needs a couple more bits adding to it, but it's not that bad. You didn't know 90s ran in areas with no overheads? What do you mean? Yeah, have you met Hentis? Actually, I should have got... I posted a couple of pictures. I should have got a picture with him last week while I was down there. Because he was there. Yeah, the 90s alright now. Yeah. We got 37 to go on this one. You've not met him yet. Yeah, he wants pool in the game. Desperately. That's where he's from. I said 90s run everywhere. But you know what I meant. You've driven under his apartment, have you? He's got a road underneath it. $34 to go. Doesn't like switching to that outside view sometimes. Probably think about slowing down a bit. It's your birthday this weekend. Well, happy birthday. His apartment is above a huge Asda. Oh, that's funny that, because I've spoken to him on the on Discord on the camera, and I've seen the said balcony, but you can't tell there's a big Asda. He must be pretty high up then. Right, we're still under the yellows. And this is Rugby, I think. Yeah, so I saw the, in that platform there's where I saw the Les Ross. Right there. And I've seen it down here before, so I presume it lives down here, does it? $31 to go. How many routes have you been to lately? Which is very. You mean how many routes have I played in TSW? You mean, and which is my favourite? Or you mean routes that I've actually visited? I haven't visited that many, to be honest. In person. Cat crept in and crept out again. In TSW, my favourite route is still Preston Carlisle. The Crewe Preston is getting quite close to it. One of those two, I would say. But it was Blackpool branches for ages, then it was Preston Carlisle just on its own. So any of the JT stuff's pretty good. Yeah, thanks for coming in, M Stitcho. Nice to see you again. Take it easy. So we're due in at 10:58. If we're on time. Favourite TSW engine? The 31, I think. Depends if you mean engine or any train that we've got. If it's engine, then 31. But as for train, I quite like this one. There's that many now though, spoiled for choice. Also, driving the 350, that just reminded me of driving that the other day, and I've not been in that for a long time. I quite enjoyed it. I was on this route as well. I did a full length run on this route in the 350. A A lot slower than this, obviously, but quite enjoyable. .24 to go. You're alright on this route if you want your action points for some reason. Already up to 22,868. So if you're trying to level up, this is a good one to do it on. You crashed too much for points, yeah. The Bakerloo, I haven't played the Bakerloo for ages. I can't remember how many points you get for that. I know it's a bit too stop-starty for me. Also, probably not helped by the fact that when it came out, I absolutely hammered it. I'm definitely not bothered if we don't get an underground route again. It's not something that'll be high up on my list, I don't think. Extra points for going into the Midlands, yeah. Danger points. Just 19 now to go. I think the is the radioactive seating still there now at New Street? We've got a couple of new streets, haven't we? Is it the Cross City one that's got the glowing seats? Because they fixed it on one route, didn't they? It must be when they rebuilt New Street Station for the other route. You prefer long distance freight? Yeah, there's a good one on this actually for the 66, like a couple of hours slow, but the full distance. You've only been to New Street, Coventry, Nuneaton and Euston. What about Tamworth? Did you not go to Tamworth on the train then? I'm alright now, I've found that speed set. Oh, you didn't go on the train. I thought that's what you meant, you went to Tamworth on the train. Oh, you can edit your profile with that, can you, as well? You basically just type in what level you want. That's proper cheating, that is. It doesn't get you anything though, does it? The level. Not at all. Apart from upping your level, but I mean that doesn't really mean anything. I've lost all mine on the PlayStation pretty much. He's sick of the 66. You can type in the level, route experience, pretty much do what you want. Yeah. I wonder how many people use it. I know it's handy for some things. I've resisted installing it, to be honest. That's true, Mike, yeah. It's gone to the dogs, hasn't it? Right, we've only got 9.2 to go. Or you can force the signals to change as well. Yeah, I don't know about that. Not long before we need to slow down. Due in about just over 7 minutes. If we're on time, we should be. What time are we going up until? On the stream, you mean? After this one, I'm just going to do a very short one, less than quarter of an hour. Once we get to Milton Keynes. Right, we'll start thinking about slowing down, I think. Oops, sorry, that's me knocking the mouse. And again, you move it out of the way. Just for Jordan, I'll bring my consist nicely into Milton Keynes. So, 0.8 to go. But we have a signal first, so that's going to stop me. That might be because we're slightly early. Watch it change as soon as I stop. No doubt early. Knocking the mouse, yeah. Yeah, it's early. It's definitely right. It's not bad at these speeds though. I think the timetable can be a little bit generous. Let's have a look what's going on in first class. There's a couple of people in. No food being served though. Right, I just need to wait for the path. There it is. Platform 4. I saw that wet stuff. Yeah, when it's moving at speed, it's not quite like that, is it? Very good run, that. Four hours. I've not even had my tea yet. It's all right for you. I'm going to get some after this, though. At this point, I'd even have some of them alpha bites. Used to play Train Sim Classic back in the day. The game is rigid on the times. Yeah, it can be. Yeah, it still is. It's good fun, though. He's just had a curry. Oh, he's rubbing it in now. Right, let's go for the doors one last time. Once it's given me my points. It's frozen again, look. It doesn't like me going to the outside view. Don't tell me it's frozen. It's locked up on me. Can I still get to the menus? No, I can't. It's locked up on me. Wouldn't you believe it? Right at the end. Oh my god, I should have stayed in the cab. So I can't even get to the menus now. At all. A lot of stuff's just popped up on my screen as well, which ain't good. Right, there we go. Nope, still not doing it. So yeah, not only is it 4 hours with no eating, it's like all the way down to Milton Keynes, and nobody's getting off. Go into the editor, click on the service. I can't use any buttons at all. Not allowing me to do it. It's locked. So yeah, nothing. That's one big freeze. I've never seen that before. Oh, hold on it a bit longer. It unlocks itself. Jason's just pinged me. All right. We'll wait a little bit. We'll give it a minute too. Talk amongst yourselves. Well, that's awkward. Oh dear. Let's see what happens. If this locks now, you've missed your last service I was going to do. This is a new thing though, this. I've not had this before. So something might have been introduced at some point with this. Yeah, the game's gone nope. Yeah, it is. It's exactly like that, Pete, yeah. I don't think it's going to go, is it? It's got 30 seconds. Whistles nonchalantly. Yeah, he does, yeah. It's not going, is it? They're not letting anyone off at Milton Keynes. I can't do anything with it. I can't click it, nothing. It's completely died. Interestingly, though, look up there, it's given me the points. Give me 65 points just as it's packed in, so yeah, I don't know. Stuck in Milton Keynes. I don't think it's the PC, it's the TSW that's done it. The PC's running because I can talk to you lot still. Standard Avanti service. You know what? I think we'll call it a night. We nearly got to Milton Keynes. It was nearly a good run. So there you go. Thank you for coming in tonight. We did 3 hours 40, so it's not bad. I'll be back with something soon if I can unlock the damn thing. Hit it with a hammer, yeah. Yeah, thanks for coming in. Much appreciated. Thanks for all the likes and the chat. And I'm signing off early, but I'll see you all on the next one. Cheers, everyone. Bye for now. Damn thing.